One of the popular French brand's 3 new vans for the 2016 season shares its model name with a hugely successful Boeing airliner. And where the 737 is a mainstay of budget fleets around the world, you too can have an affordable version of the Chausson 737 in the most excellent Flash guise, which is based on the Ford Transit. Flash models ride on white cabs, which is just as well when you consider the overall colour theme for the rest of the vehicle. Storage options abound. Look at that massive locker on the rear there, plus another hatch next to it which offers underbed storage. And on the other side of the vehicle, you get a secret compartment, no less. Don't worry, it's not big enough for any stowaways you may encounter on the way back from the Channel ports. And further forward, you'll find a combined service point, the kind of thing you find on an expensive German motorhome. Here it puts the electrical equipment, including the MCU, next to the fresh water tank. The 737 is a 5-berth with 4 belted travel seats, although you can add a 5th one as an option. The lounge is a very sociable space with a half-net, and you can rotate the cab seats to bring extra people into the party. Plenty of natural light abounds from side windows or the cab skylight, and you have LED spotlights in reserve. Now the cab is a great place to be as well. It's very car-like in design, a very ergonomic feel, and the 2.2 litre engine sounds very smooth, and it also has a very car-like transmission as well. It really doesn't feel like you're driving a commercial vehicle. The kitchen is small, but you still get a reasonable amount of kit. 3 gas burners, a sink, a grill down below, and opposite a fridge with separate freezer compartment lead the specification chart. Storage is pretty good too, the highlight of which is this slide-out apothecary style rack, which is an ingenious use of the available space. Another distinctive feature is the fact that you can use diesel to power the True Combi heating system, the logic being you may be running out of gas, but you certainly won't be running out of diesel if you play your cards right. It's also great, of course, if you can't access electric hookup. The open plan bedroom towards the rear of the van is a great use of space. It feels enormous in here. There's a wardrobe at the foot of one of the beds, so obviously you keep your head at this end where the plastic mouldings are, but these beds look comfortable, pretty wide, and there's great storage on both sides courtesy of overhead lockers. And if you're wondering where the extra berths are, simple. There's a drop-down double above the lounge, and underneath that, by dropping the table and inserting a few cushions, you have an extra single sleeping space. The end washroom is split across the van. In the rear near side corner, you'll find a shower compartment with double drain holes, just in case you haven't levelled the van properly. On the other side, you'll find an enormous locker that has 3 shelves in it, plus access from outside the vehicle from that rather large hatch we mentioned at the beginning of the review. There's also a swivel loo, and in the middle, a vanity unit plus a very natty shaped sink on top. The Chausson Flash 737 starts at £43,390 on the road. Don't forget, if you want to spend an extra £2,000 and have it on a Fiat Ducato, then that option is available too. If it was my money though, I'd be on one of these. With an MTPLM of 3,500 kilograms, anyone in the family can drive it. And with a very respectable payload of 450 kilograms, there are plenty of places, as we've seen, to hide all your touring kit. Now, Chausson knows a thing or two about making motorhomes. Not for nothing are they the #1 imported brand into the UK. And just to stretch that parallel with Boeing a little bit further, who needs one of their 737s when you can have plenty of blue sky adventures with one of these?